Hello, Steve RC9. Well, there's been a little bit of an announcement. It's a celebration, apparently. Motu Tuesday is a thing. I don't know what's happening. I'm out of the loop with He-Man. I collected them as a kid. I kept them my whole adult life, and then I didn't get into classics, and then I did get into the Super 7 ones either. But during the you-know-what, I started collecting them again. After the Origins became such a big thing, I just sort of got sucked back into that, and I sort of thought, you know what, they really still are, He-Man figures, so you can collect them, because I sort of was just keeping to just the original vintage ones, but it's like, you know what, you can get Origins, and you can get Super 7, so I started getting the Super 7 Filmation ones, which I absolutely loved, but they didn't do enough of them, and I was hoping Origins would do them, but I didn't think it was going to happen, but then the copyright issues shifted, and now they're doing the cartoon versions, which are the Filmation versions, basically. And I kind of got excited by it, but then it's sort of like, I'm not even used to these yet. I mean, I've got Trapjaw and Beastman, and I don't know where they are. I couldn't find them for the video. I've got, stuff's everywhere. I was just able to grab these two. But I don't know. I mean, these ones have the same limited articulation that the originals had. And they look like the ones from Filmation, but so do the other ones, but they look more like cartoon sculpts, which I don't really like cartoon sculpts. I like, you can simplify the design so they look more like the cartoons, but they have to be sculpted like real figures. Like these look like real figures. Those ones look a bit too cartoony. I'm not sure if in person they'll look better or not, but they've released He-Man, Skeletor, Beastman, Man-at-Arms, Teela, Trapjaw, from the cartoon line, and they're going to be coming out. There's 2 waves in March and June of next year, which I don't think are going to retail. I think they're going to be from just the online stores and that have been sort of big supporters of He-Man and that, and Origins. So that's a little surprising as well, because I didn't think that they were going to go that way. I mean, there was all that talk about He-Man being over, and then they were saying he's not going to retail, but he's still going to be this going to be selling him online. They're going to keep producing the lines going, but they're not going to be selling him in retail. So what's his name was sort of right, but he wasn't, and people are just sort of just ignoring they're not going to retail or something. I can't work out what's happening anymore. I've tried to keep track of it, but I'm looking at these, and like I said, they look good, but they do look kind of cartoony, and I know they're supposed to be from the cartoon, but that should just affect the designs, not the actual the sculpting, and they still, like when you sit them with your Origin figures, they should look like they're in the same universe, not like one's drawn and they may as well just draw black lines on them and all that sort of stuff. I don't like that. There's a bit of a trend now to do like cartoon accurate toys, but you can never really make a cartoon accurate toy because it's a 2-dimensional drawing, whereas a 3-dimensional toy, it just, I know, I get the appeal of it on some level. I get why some people are loving it, but they need to calm down with it and not go too crazy. Now, the other interesting things that came out with this release were they're doing some new characters, or new figures of characters that have been seen before, but haven't been in the Origins line, like Lord Grasp, who I don't even know who that is. I just know these guys are just mashups of other figures, like Terror is like Mosquito and Trapjaw and Ratlaw and Webstore, like all put together, and then they've got a Stranger Things Skeletor and Demogorgon, which is basically a grey beast man with new feet and a Demogorgon head. And then there's the Necroconda, which is, they're just really going crazy with the Snake Men. They're creating all these variants and all these different Snake Men, and I'm not sure, part of me is like, this is just cheap, it's just sticking, just recoloring stuff and sticking figures together. And then another part of me is like, they're new characters. You get to add characters instead of just getting different versions of the same characters. If you've got 3 or 4 characters of now, you have new characters. But unless they're in a TV series, I don't really feel like they're real characters. I just feel like they're just people sticking toys together and recoloring them. They do feature them in the comics, though, the mini comics, which are awesome. And I'm trying to get all the mini comics without getting all the figures, because I'm not actually collecting all the figures, but I kind of am. And that's the thing. Do I just give up and just get all the figures, or do I just get the ones I really want? That's what I've been doing so far. But I recently started getting Masterverse. I got the See behind me the He-Man, 40th anniversary He-Man, and I got Jitsu because I like Jitsu, and I got Skeletor because I had He-Man, I had to have a Skeletor. But they've done an Evil Lyn from the movies, because I also got the movie He-Man Skeletor, but they've done an Evil Lyn from the movies. They're doing a Gwildor and Orko pack, and I don't know what the Orko is supposed to be from. I don't know if Gwildor looks like the film accurate one, I'm not sure. But they've got a New Eternia Triclops, a New Eternia Mechanic, and a New Eternia Man-at-Arms, and a New Eternia Trapjaw. The Trapjaw looks okay, kind of like Jitsu, kind of has his own thing, looks interesting. Triclops maybe, I don't know, I definitely have to get Evil Lyn, and I'm hoping they do Attila as well. But I'm not going to get all of them, I'm just going to get the ones I really like, and mix and match. I think that's where I'm going to go with the collecting from now on. I'm not going to, like with the originals where I get all of them, I have to get all of them. I'm just going to get the ones I really want, because there's so many different ranges. I'm never going to have all of them, so I'm just going to cobble together a little collection of all of them. But yeah, some interesting releases. We'll see how they actually do.